Okay, so this is my quick movie review for Joker 2. I don't know how much time I have to complete this recording, but Joker 2, is there going to be spoilers? There has to be spoilers. There's going to be some spoilers, okay? So if you don't want spoilers, then shoot. It's weird. I do not enjoy the first film. The first film, I've been switching back and forth on the rating for that one, but I mean, gun to my head, I would give the first film a 5, a 5 out of 10. It's one of those movies, the more that I rewatch the 2019 film, the more that I pick it apart in my head, and in all aspects, it just falls apart, and it just bores me, and I think it's very tame. And I'm genuinely confused why so many people loved the first one but hated the second one. The second one, I just found it to be interesting on so many levels. I mean, the cinematography is some of the best cinematic imagery I've seen all year long. Very vivid visual storytelling going on here. I think the sound design and the music was used quite well. The acting felt very solid. Joaquin's performance stood out to me more in this one. I mean, for God's sakes, he's Joker, he's Arthur, he's singing and dancing, and some of the emotion that he wrings out through these musical numbers, it's just like, wow. Like Joaquin can conjure up swagger if he wants to, or he can conjure up being completely repulsive. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix he's a complete chameleon. He's one of the best actors of our time. I'm not sure why in real life he's behaving as if he's Julia Roberts in Runaway Bride. That's a massive problem. We'll get to that more so later. But anyways, him and Lady Gaga have tremendous or just very well executed chemistry in this film, which I did not anticipate. And shout out to Lady Gaga. She's got some acting chops. I would like to see her. I would like to see her act more, and I would like to see her sharpen the blade of acting for herself without singing. Okay, I want to see you act more, but without singing. Okay, because if you're that great of an actress, you don't need to be singing all the time. So, yeah, let's get her under some Cronenberg or something, or maybe make her a blink and you'll miss her something in a Nolan film. I'd like to see her push further with her acting. She's got something, you know. What's that one song that she was singing? Come on, get happy. I love that scene there. She's so captivating in here. Anyways, so yeah, acting, cinematography, music, sound design, all that was fine. The plot was more intriguing in this one. I mean, the bizarre, literal Looney Tunes opener to this, which appears to just very eerily foreshadow everything. Hey, Fleck, you got a joke for us today? Huh? Huh, Fleck? Yeah, the story in this one is so intriguing with Arthur. It's almost as if the movie was kind of congratulating him in the first one, and then, or celebrating him. It was just kind of what it felt like. And then in the second film's like, yeah! and just turns on the main character. In a similar way that the story turns on a certain somebody in The Last of Us Part 2. I think you know who that is. Golf. Anyway. And there's this really interesting thing of, is Arthur crazy? Is he evil? It almost asks a Jeffrey Dahmer question. It's, was Jeffrey Dahmer being for real when he was speaking in a remorseful way, is Arthur, is he just simply sick? Or, is he evil, Is he actually the Joker? Or was he just pretending to be, Is the Joker real or not? I don't know. The movie asks, to be honest, I was looking into interviews from Todd Phillips, and I'm going to be honest with you. After a few of them, it becomes apparent that Todd doesn't have anything really philosophically deep to say about this film, because I don't think that Todd makes very philosophically deep movies. But in terms of depths, this was deeper than the first film, I thought. I thought the plot was more nuanced and open to interpretation. It was just more intriguing, The music was quite strong in the first film, so I like that they leaned more heavily into the music with this one. Literally a musical. I will say, there's too many musical singing numbers, too many. You could have cut out 3 or 4 of them and just left them as deleted scenes. So there's too many of those. There's scenes that go on too long or that linger too long in general. For example, there's a moment where Joaquin's like, "So, well then, Mr. Puddles, is that your name? Really, Mr. Puddles?" Okay, like that sequence is a great example of something that just went on for too long in general. It's like, hey, Joker, his name is not really that funny. Hey, Mr. Puddles, I don't need to hear you moaning and agonizing on and on and on about what happened. It's like, some scenes go on for too long. Most of them probably being anything that's court related when they're in court. By the way, there's shots of the aftermath of a explosion that is unbelievably is eerie. In the ending, this bad boy has one of my favorite movie endings of the year, okay? The ending of this movie is insane, and it totally channels the opening scene. I cannot believe that Looney Tunes angle. What? But the opening to the film and the last few minutes, I want to say like the last 3 minutes or something, it feels so comic book character Joker-ish in a very bizarre way. I almost imagine if the comic book version of the Joker was watching this film, I almost would imagine he would just love it. It would just be one big sick joke. A strange deconstructionist viewpoint of the Joker. Maybe I'll include some more in the comments section down below, but I genuinely dug it. I get that it feels as if maybe me and 13 other people on the planet feel the same at the current time. But I really don't care about being in the minority when it comes to having an opinion about a movie. I'm just being honest with you. I also love Star Wars. I'm having a bipolar relationship with it in recent years, but I love Star Wars, okay? I love Lord of the Rings. I love James Bond. I love Spider-Man. I love zombies. I love anime. Shout out to Berserk. There's so many things. There's so many things that I love that you too as well love. But incredibly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I loved this Dark Horse. Is Joker here now? Would Joker like to speak? That moment with that one black woman trying to bring out Joker. Listen, I dug it. It was more interesting. It just occurred to me, outside of daydreams, I don't think that Joker kills anyone. Interesting. And I don't know, the movie is just full of interesting things like that. Oh my god. Oh god, what's that one actor's name? It's Brendan something. He's incredible. And he's incredible in this film, not surprisingly. But it just occurred to me, the security guards. Okay, I've seen this movie twice. I did not notice this on a first watch. And it's implied. We're not exactly sure what happened to him. But especially since we know that they stripped him down and removed his underwear. I don't know this for a fact. I could be totally wrong. I think those guards raped Arthur. And that's why he had that wild reaction when they threw him back in the cell, and he just lays there just shaking and staring, unblinking, right? I think they raped him. Now, the first time I saw the film, I was like, oh, maybe they just humiliated him really bad. I don't know, which I guess that's a bit of a similar thing when you think about it. Oh, man. Whoa. Whoa. I'm still not even sure how to approach that, but I guess bonus points for being original, because what? I thought this was way meaner, way more beautiful looking, and incredibly more Joker-ish or feeling than the first one. The first film was just, this is some kind of Martin Scorsese ripoff with someone who's supposed to be Joker, but it's just some mentally ill person who kills people while dancing, and then the movie ends. This film is about a insane man who was the Joker in the first film, who was battling a identity crisis while trying to answer a simple question: can evil people feel remorse? Can an evil person stop being evil? Can they move on from evilness? We could go on and on here, but it kind of reminds me of the many questions that the film is trying to ask Alex in A Clockwork Orange, his character. But I don't know. I'm feeling a 8. I'm feeling an 8 out of 10 for Joker 2. I think that's all I got for you right now. Okay. Okay. Goodbye.